welcome to Culinari. I'm Ari, and today is Easter. Oh, little town of Beth. How do you open eggs? Oh, is that how the song goes? Why is that the first Christian song I can think of? Anyway, welcome to part 2 of Why Does My Salad Taste Like Desperation and Redemption? Tears and fellowship. Why does my salad taste like thee, oh Lord? Trying to get into the holiday spirit. Like I promised, I am going to show you guys a recipe that I usually use for my salads. It's gonna be a nice, fun Mexican salad. And then I'm gonna show you 2 different dressings that I would make with it. So follow me in my kitchen. So here we are with our beautiful display of loveliness. I wish I got a manicure, but it's coronavirus. So, you know, I could not talk about Miss Lady Kale without bringing Miss Thang out. So today I have a mixture of kale and lettuce, and I'm gonna show you guys what I meant by massaging it. So I'm just gonna do, when I tell you, just like a little bit of oil. This is avocado oil that I'm using. I'm just gonna drizzle that lightly on it. Do a nice sprinkling of salt, a little bit of garlic, so just a little bit of squeeze of lemon juice. And then we're just gonna massage that. We're gonna ask her how her day was. Yeah. Oh, you have a long day. Notice how I filled up my bowl with a bunch of greens, because once you massage it, it's just gonna kind of like contract and shrink down. Now I'm gonna make just a quick salsa. So I have my tomatoes here, and I like to season every ingredient separately unless it's just something fresh to add, like the cucumbers. A dash of salt, squeeze of a lime, and garlic powder, pepper. We don't want to over season it because keep in mind we have other ingredients to worry about as well, so we don't want this mini salsa to overpower anything. It's just a nice little fresh bite to go on top of our salad. So now I'm going to show you guys an avocado crema that I like to make. So again, if you remember from part 1 that I say I only take about 1/4 of an avocado, because just right there is about 60 calories, believe it or not. And I'm going to use my fluffer ingredient, which is my almond milk. Then I'm going to use my other slice of lime. That acidity. So if you remember, did you take notes, sis, or were you sleeping in class? Because if you remember what I said, we need acidity to counterbalance our base. And if it's a little watery like mine is right now, just add a little bit more avocado. Once you have that, I'm gonna add some salt and then some pepper, keeping this dressing a little simple, and then just a little bit of onion powder. If you really want to jazz it up, you can add some basil, but this is going to be for a Mexican salad, so I just want to keep it as simple as possible, make sure that the ingredients speak for themselves. The next dressing that I'm going to make is a chipotle ranch. Yum. Usually ranch has mayonnaise, which I'm using this veganese that I have. And again, I'm going light on the mayonnaise, even if it's vegan, because it's a lot of fat. So, and then I'm going to use my fluffer ingredient. Usually it's sour cream, but today I'm going to use coconut cream. So I'm just going to use a tablespoon of that. I'm going to do a little bit of vegetable broth just as a fluffer ingredient. Once it starts to look a little like Luther Vandross and it's looking a little too smooth, then we're going to add our seasonings, and that's going to be garlic powder. Hold on. It's going to be garlic powder, onion powder, parsley, salt, pepper. That's all you need, and a little bit of lemon juice, and that's it. That's all ranch contains. Oh my god. Now to make this a chipotle ranch, we're gonna add some of this ancho pepper adobo sauce and also some chipotle chili pepper to really pep this up. Now this is just to give you an example of how much I added. Not a lot. Chipotle peppers are pretty hot, so I just want to take it a little easy. Oh baby, ooh, this looks so good. Oh, she gonna taste this one. Oh my god, you guys, that's the one. That's what I'm putting on my salad today. So now that we have our beautiful dressings, we're gonna start making our protein and I'll show you how to season that one. So now we're gonna make our protein. For my protein, I'm gonna use this Gardein beefless ground meat that I found. And then I'm also going to mix it with this roasted corn from Whole Foods. Baby, this roasted corn though, a lot better than just regular corn because it just adds that smoky hint behind it. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of olive oil. A lot of people add too much olive oil because they think they need it, and their food just turns out really greasy, but I literally, like, not even, like, 1/4 of a teaspoon, basically. I'm just gonna move that around, add my frozen meat, and my corn with it. This ain't the most attractive, you know, meal, but whatever. Now with veggie meat, it tends to dry out a little bit, so I like to add just a little bit of vegetable broth on the bottom just to keep it a little moist, you know, moist. Now, if you remember from the beginning of this video, I said season everything, and that even means things that are pre-seasoned. It's not really seasoned. So we're gonna get our garlic powder, a little bit of paprika, some chili powder, and just a sprinkle of chipotle pepper. It's definitely possible to over season it and it be ridiculous, so just make sure that you're keeping that in mind and keeping it mild, which is why you only see me do like a sprinkle of everything. It smells amazing. Time to build our salad. So I love putting my protein at the bottom. That's the first thing to go in because it's very heavy. So if you put it at the top of everything, you tend to just like eat a bunch of protein, and then by the time you get to the bottom, all you have is lettuce. So putting your protein at the bottom is a really helpful tip. And then I'm gonna put in our homemade salsa and some chopped up bell peppers, cucumbers, some radishes, and then our sauce. So I decided to use that chipotle ranch that I made because like different dressings are kind of like, you know, when you're at a party and somebody turns on the light and it's a totally different vibe. Like everyone went from being sexy and awesome to being like, it's not the vibe you want. So I'm gonna use this chipotle ranch and just drizzle that over. Beautiful. Look at that. So now I have this beautiful salad, and if my calculations are correct, this is only 265 calories that we're about to eat. So yeah, enjoy.